Hey everyone, Big Mac here. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. When we last left off, I did a little bit of off-stream grinding. Notice we're actually here, back next to Celadon City. Apparently I like Celadon City a lot, because I keep coming back here time and time again. Anyway, I've been doing a little bit of off-screen grinding, so I've actually got Paty up to level 30 and Lola up to level 30 as well. Paty was much more time-consuming to get up to level 30, because remember we caught it at level 15, and there's not exactly a whole lot of easy ways to up its stats right around here for the moment. Anyway, Goldeen learned Horn Attack and Supersonic at various levels along the way. I did not teach it Fury Cutter, or not Fury Cutter, Fury Attack. And I also gave it the TM for Bubble Beam because it still hasn't learned a Water Attack despite being a Water Pokemon. So I just figured I would try and, you know, help it out a little bit in that situation. Here we've got our second... How do I want to deal with this? Let us do the switching here because we have another Snorlax in the way. Snorlax, why are you always in the way? Wakey up, you really should wake up. Anyway, so this is the second Snorlax that you can capture in the regular course of the game. Again, if you can capture it, cool. He's a very good defense and special tank. Of course, Snorlax's drawback is he's super duper slow. But if you can get past that, then you're in good shape. It's a question of whether or not Gonzalez will be able to take it down now. Oh, because of the critical, yes. Cool beans. Alright, good job, Gonzalez. So, Snorlax will not be a member of our team. Enjoy the road. Welcome to the cycling road, in fact. So, you need a bicycle to be out on this section of the terrain. Of course, one cool thing is there actually are a lot of trainers out here, so if you need anybody in your team that you need to level up before you head down to Fuchsia City, this is one great place to do that. I'll probably just... I'm not sure if I'll make it, if this entire episode will only consist of trainers here on the cycling road, or how I'm going to split this thing up, but we'll figure everything out eventually. So these guys are a little more higher level than other trainers, so yeah, 26 already for these guys. But hopefully Paty will be able to hold some notion of ground. Again, Paty doesn't have the best stats right now, but I think she evolves somewhat soon. I'm not completely positive on that, but I think within the next 5 levels and with a slight chance during this episode. So that would be a cool thing. Grimer, I don't know, mate. I like Grimer only in a meta sense. Like, as an actual Pokemon in my team, no, I would not like Grimer. But I just like the idea of Grimer. Also, because it's like Grimer. I think that's how it goes. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've actually seen the original cartoon. Why does this one have higher defense than the first one? That seems very silly to me. Anyway, nice job, Paty. You were able to take out a whole team of Grimers all by yourself. Well done. So, yeah, so obviously, these biker characters, they have a lot more poison-type Pokemon, so in fact, it would be easier to be grinding with Lola out here. But, ideally, we are going to have Goldeen as part of it. Goldeen is a part of our team. When Goldeen evolves into Sea King, we will then be in good shape. Good thing I switched out right now. Oh my gosh, it's the wheezing. Lola, I don't know, this is going to be an interesting battle, depending on whether Weezing does a lot of powerful attacks, or if it tries to tackle. Okay. Again, Lola's defense is not nearly as strong as its defense is terrible. So, you know, a good couple tackles or a body slam and Lola's out. If you try to hit her with like a special attack, though, that's where she is pretty useful. There are these cue ball guys. I've never really quite understood what's right in front of their belts. Perhaps I'm better off not knowing. I don't know. Cue Ball guys normally tend to have fighting Pokemon and as well, maybe poison types as well, I don't know, it's been a while. Although, you know, in terms of like these characters, Lola's trying to learn Ice Punch. Ice Punch is normally an okay move because, you know, Lola has the ice, is an ice type, so it would get the same type of attack bonus. But Ice Punch is a physical attack, and Lola has crap for physical attack. So I would not recommend it in that sense. And plus we have Ice Beam, which works on her, which utilizes her special. I'm assuming my Lola is a female. Period. I'm not gonna debate about it. My Lola is a female, so done. Machop. Let's see what Ice Beam will do. Probably a bad idea, but oh, okay, nah. Still worked out in my benefit. I can take it. So, in going down the cycling road, we are going to get to Fuchsia City. Of course, Fuchsia City has a lot of important things for us. It has another gym that we can battle at. It has the Safari Zone, which we will have to go through. There's plenty of other characters that we have to encounter along the way. There's that whole other path through the, like, from the east side down to Fuchsia City. That is a very, very long string of trainers. I haven't decided how I want to deal with that. I mean, that is purely just a string of trainers. There's a part of me that's thinking I might go and do that and as like a double time video, because all it is gonna be is just trainer videos. So that could easily be 2 parts of just trainers, which, you know, in one part could be interesting to watch, and in the other way just could be completely boring. I'm not really sure how I want to approach it yet. Anyway, Lola is leveling up nicely already. This is the kind of leveling up I would hope that Paty could also do as well, but Lola obviously gets the benefit from being the traded Pokemon, so she gets like 50% extra experience. So in that way, it's going to be easier for me to train her than you know, some other kind of character. This is just a given, and not really something I can deal with. In terms of everybody, though, Lola, Paty, Pancho, and Gonzalez, this is my final team. So let me just make that statement now. This is my final team. Also, the cycling road, by default, you go downhill. Whee! Okay, nothing over that way. Woo! Hello, trainer. There are plenty of trainers down here along this road. Bicycle road is basically a very steep downhill area, north to south, if we follow the traditional cardinal directions. Which, in all honesty, I have no idea if Kanto is even laid out like that. But we'll just assume it is. So as you try and head south, it's easily, you can just scroll downhill. You don't even have to hold down the button or anything. You just get to slide all the way downhill. Wait. Coughing. I'm coughing. I haven't had anything to... I don't know why I'm coughing. I'm just kind of coughing. Actually did have a... I sort of had breakfast this morning. I had a Lunchables for breakfast. They were on super sale at my grocery store. It was amazing. It was like all of the Oscar Mayer brand meat type products were like... Most of them were half off, if not, or like half off. And then, there was like a special deal where it was like, if you buy 5, you know, Oscar Mayer products, you'll get an extra $5 off. And so, I'm just like, sweet! I like meats and Oscar Mayer type products. So, you know, I was able to get like a package of sandwich turkey, a package of sandwich bologna. I picked up a couple of Lunchables, and I picked up a thing of hot dogs as well. And each of those things, you know, normally run like 5 or, well, not the Lunchables, but of the things that normally run like $5 or $6, I got them for like $2 or for $2.50 each, essentially. Granted, I had to buy a lot of meats to do that, but I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm, you know, I'm the most frugal person ever, but I do try to be very stingy with my budget. I was actually able to... Oh, I forgot there is a patchy grass out here. There are some Pokemon that you can fight out here. I think they are the same Pokemon that you can actually encounter. No, these are more powerful. Whoa, these guys are much more powerful. I was training a Paty with the patch of grass up by the house where we learned the HM for fly. Up there were just like some Spearows and some Rattatas and that other character Doduo, which we just came into contact with as well. Doduo is actually a pretty cool bird Pokemon. It's kind of weird that I think Doduo can learn fly, which kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm not gonna really try and go into the whole argument about it. I'm just gonna be like, it's there. Paty, fight some more Spearows while we're out here. Again, wonderful, Paty, buen hecha. Okay. Of course, Paty's gonna be the hard one to grind out here. In terms of what I want Paty to learn as regular moves, obviously Paty's gonna be my water type Pokemon for the game. I have been going back and forth on this decision when I was trying to figure out who I wanted to be on my team. I have been going back and forth between Goldeen, Paty, and a Kingler. I have been going back and forth, and I just could not decide whom of the two I wanted on my team. They're both modestly, they're both, good, okay with speed. Kingler is obviously an offensive and defensive tank. Maybe I should have used Supersonic. Yeah, I should have used Supersonic. That's gonna hurt. Oh boy, Paty, poor Paty. Okay, back to Lola. Wait, Lola's out of Psychics. Shoot. And she has terrible defense. Shoot. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lola. I doomed you into a battle which you might not have been able to win. It's a bad sight. It's a bad situation indeed all around. Look at that, Lola's already grown to level 35. Oh my gosh. She is quite the awesomeness in that sense. There are a couple of roads down here which we may take. There's two here at the beginning. You take the right road, and I'll take the low road, and there are some trainers along the way. Voltorb is not good for Patys. Obviously, there's the whole, because everything that Paty has is not, well, Voltorb doesn't actually know any electric type attacks at this point, unless you teach it a TM, which I doubt they've done. And Light Screen, again, not gonna help Paty in this situation, or hurt Paty in this situation. The only move that I am worried about is if I'm trying to does Voltorb know explode or self-destruct by this point? I honestly can't remember, because I know I didn't teach it to Gonzalez. I did not teach it to Gonzalez, but that doesn't mean that I don't remember when. Oh no! This is what I was afraid of. No! And now nobody gets the experience for that particular battle. It's kind of weird because now it's like, oh, yeah, okay, well we kind of won. That is another place where you can collect the Voltorb as well, besides that grass area outside of the rock tunnel. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go heal up Paty and Lola at the same time, so I'll be back in just a minute. We'll probably be in this same spot. And we are back. This is the guy that we had just encountered a little bit while ago. Speaking of self-destruct, there actually is a kind of funny scenario that not that I had it, but this was a long time ago. My cousin told me about it. There was a Pokemon tournament going on. So again, I don't know what all the rules or regulations of the particular tournament. Well, Paty, I better switch you out. I don't think you can take on a Machoke at this time. But for this tournament, it was down to the two Pokemon. It was one guy had like a Wigglytuff. Maybe no, it was either a Wigglytuff or a Clefable, and the other guy had like a Cypher or something. So it was like Generation 1, not a very, you know, just a very interesting Pokemon battle. That way, again, I don't remember what all their teams consisted of. But anyway, there was a question, you know, so they were down to, these were the final 2 Pokemon of each team. One had a Clefable and one had, like a, what did I say, like a Scyther. So the question is, how, you know, how is it so that nobody, you know, how is it that this particular tournament came to a conclusion? Well, Clefable decided, well, Clefable was getting the tar beat out of it. In desperation, Clefable used Metronome. Of course, Metronome has the ability to activate any attack or move at random, pretty much. So you have absolutely no idea what the Clefable is going to execute. It just so happened that Clefable decided to execute Explosion. So, for this being the final round of the tournament, all of a sudden you had a Clefable who just kind of blew itself up, ultimately defeating the Scyther as well. And this was the end of the tournament. So the question is, who won? The judges really didn't know what to do at that point, because they were like, you know, I mean, how do you decide who won in that tournament then? According to the rules, it was illegal to finish or to kill yourself off with self-destruct or explosion. As if you used that move, then you could not win the game. Even though the fact that the Clefable had, you know, even though the player had absolutely no control over that, because his Clefable used Explosion and blew up, then by default it lost. So Scyther won the tournament. Not the most exciting Pokemon battle ever, but oh yes, Paty grew to level 32. Good job. I'm thinking of maybe switching back out to Paty because, again, she's the one that really needs experience right now. Maybe these guys that I'm battling are a little overpowered, I'm not sure. Lola seems to be doing nicely, that's for sure. Golfing! Wow, Lola's Ice Beam even takes him out? That surprises me. Alright, anyway. So yeah, so I've never been in a Pokemon tournament myself or anything. I mean, I've never really got into battling more than, you know, my cousin and maybe a couple other people. And this was back in Gen 1 when we actually had to use, like, cables to connect. Oh, no, who's poisoned? Oh, Paty, why are you poisoned? Okay. I have full heals. I will do that. I will give Paty the full heal. And you know what? Because there was that whole other road that we have to go down. I'll meet you guys back up at the top unless I have something really awesome to say. More than usual. Okay, we finally made it. Now let's go down this way. Whee! Wait, is this how far is it? Okay, that is the end. Whee! Okay. Of course, one thing to pay attention to is there are 2 roads right now. So in fact, the second road is going to branch off again. Oh boy, muck. Uh-oh, that's not good. I don't think Paty can take on a muck. Well, let's try this. Yes, that just might work in our. Well, the good thing is, Mug is confused. So even if we're not able to hit it, it might be able to hit itself occasionally. That's good. Again, I assume Psychic, if it connects, which it just did, would be able to take down Mug in one hit, but you never know. Who were you to know for sure? Anyway, Paty is continuing to make some monies. Which way do we want to go now? I think we want to go right. I'm just randomly pushing the button. I'm just randomly pushing the. Oh, there's a sign. What's the sign say? What's the sign say? Watch out for discard. Whoa, I'm like a psychic type. This is true. From what I've been trying to gather in terms of my Goldeen is pretty weak. And what they're saying right there is, yeah, if you hold down A or B button, that actually lets you stop while you're here on this slope. Not a very important thing, but it does help you look for items if you are so interested. Alright, going back up the other way. Going back up the other way. We already read this. Alright, going up the other way. In terms of my schedule, I've already finished recording my Lost Levels playthrough, as well as Zelda. I've already finished recording those two by now. So this is the only LP that I have at the moment that's running. Of course, one issue is that since these videos can take a little bit longer, I mean, I think my shortest video has been like 15 minutes, and I want to try and keep these all within a reasonable amount of time, but I know that's not always going to be possible. But hopefully, you know, these things will even themselves out. Again, I don't want them to be ridiculously long, but I want to try and tackle this, like, you know, one major section at a time. So Mount Moon, obviously, I broke up into 2 pieces because that was just way too long for one video. Machoke, Machoke, I think I'll actually switch back out to Lola. I don't know if Lola can take the hit or not. We'll find out. Oh boy, Lola, 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 Lola. Yes, Lola! S-U-P-R-Lola. That was lucky on Lola's part, for sure. Man, Lola gains levels so fast. It's great. It's lovely. And I don't know why I used Lovely Kiss, but Machop fell asleep. You know, I'm actually going to try this. Go back to Paty. Now that Machop is asleep, at least help Paty try and gain a little bit more experience. I think we're almost done with all the trainers out here in the cycling road. There are a couple west of Fuchsia City that we may also investigate very briefly, but for the most part, we have made it our way to the city. Good workout. I'm sure I lost weight there. Perhaps from sweating. However, since your Pokemon are the one that's doing all the stuff, probably not too much. I don't know. You're probably, you know, getting more exercise just from being out here on the bicycling road, the bike road, than anything else. Anyway, Paty is just, again, a little too weak right now to tackle these kinds of guys. Even though Bubble Beam is a decent attack, I'm just afraid that Weezing's gonna use something like Self-Destruct, and that's gonna, you know, obviously crush Paty to smithereens. Okay, just don't crit, don't. Okay, good job, Paty. You killed a Weezing all by yourself. Nicely done, Senora. Yes, level 33. And because of Muck, I'm gonna just do a Supersonic. And then maybe that way you won't cast Minimize. And then maybe, just maybe on the pretense of possibility, maybe Paty can take you out too. Oh my gosh, it's a tiny chance, but it just might happen. Okay, come on. Oh wait, yes, it didn't work. What? Paty! That's not what you're supposed to do. How? Okay. Anyway, nicely done, Paty. You gained... Wow, you were able to take down a fully evolved Muck even. Nicely done. Yes, Paty is evolving. Yes! That is exactly what I wanted in this video. And our Goldeen is now becoming a Sea King. That's right. So you guys saw the stats that Goldeen had before. These are Paty's new stats, and just like that, Paty has now become quite a... well, not quite a formidable opponent, but a much more formidable than before opponent. I think that's sufficient to say. I mean, look at this. I mean, Paty was almost as strong as Pancho, and Paty still has like 5 levels to go on Pancho. Or, yeah, she still has like 5 levels to go. So, I am encouraged by these results. Sea King will definitely be a more powerful Pokemon. Don't throw the game. I'm not rage quitting. Are you rage quitting? Nuh-uh. Okay, we already fought you. Okay. So anyway, I think what we will do in this episode, okay, this is the end of Cycling Road. We now have to actually move our Augie down along the road, but we have made it. We are in Fuchsia City, There are a couple trainers there. We will encounter them in the very next episode. For now, let us quickly... Oh, there's the gym. Hi, gym. The gym is also conveniently right next to the Pokemon Center. Very much like in Cerulean City with Misty's gym. So, I'm going to heal up everybody here. We've now got Paty at 33. Lola's at like 35 or 36. Gonzalez and Pancho are still in the upper 30s. So our team is pretty much starting to level out. Lola's at 37? My gosh. Okay, so we'll work up on leveling Paty up a little bit more, and then our team will be pretty set. So let me go ahead and just save this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know, sorry this has been kind of long. We've just been going down the bicycle road. This is Big Mac saying, later.